Peace, 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 everyone. Peace to you. Peace, peace, peace. This is OracleDeborah with the OracleDeborah podcast on YouTube. Happy Saturn Day today. Yes, Saturday is Saturn Day. Hope you all are doing well. Before I get into my Saturday sit down, please like, share, and subscribe for me, okay? Appreciate that. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you to those who have been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Appreciate you very much. So this is my sit down Saturday. I had to think about that for a second. My sit down Saturday. And today, I want to talk about, I actually want to do Reiki today, to be honest. Because there's an energy out here, and it may not apply to any of you, okay? And I'm okay with that. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Move on. But today, I really want to channel some Reiki because this energy that keeps coming up, it doesn't go away. It doesn't, it's just looming. It's just there all the time. And, you know, I just want to send Reiki for prosperity today, for wealth building, for clearing, like if there's a looming cloud, to clear those clouds, I'm not a big fan of breakthroughs, but yes, breakthroughs, that too. I want to send Reiki for those who are stifled in the area of money. I want to send Reiki for those who are feeling like the more they do, the more they try, the more they pivot, the more they adjust, the more they work, the more they focus. It's like the energy is doing the opposite. The energy is the opposite of what you're doing. It's almost like there's this energy of the meaner you are, the more you prosper. The kinder you are, the more you shift into poverty. I don't know. It appears like that's it, but I don't know for sure, like 100% that that's it. But there's something that in your goodness, anything you know that is good, anything that you are inherently aware of that is good karma, like it's not working. I don't know what this energy is. I wish I could. It's like it's just not working. It's like no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, again, no matter how hard you work, and this is counter to everything that everyone generally gives in terms of advice. When they say, how did you get to your success or something like that? And it could be that many of us are striving for a success that's not in our blueprint. I'm not saying you can't break through. I'm not saying you cannot, there's that word again. I'm not saying you cannot exercise your free will and decide something else. I'm saying, or it could be that you're not operating out of your fated frequency. Oh, I feel like Ron Smart saying, how does he do that thing? Slow motion now. That's Ralph Smart. That's not me. I love Ralph Smart. You're not operating out of your fated frequency. Like if your frequency, if your fate is to serve, it's like you serve, but you're not serving really. And it could be that if you are experiencing, I'm just going to say it, some form of loss, like the income is not increasing. And I know we understand what's going on in the economy. Prices are going up, people are having to spend more money, but some people are absolutely thriving. But if, big I for if you're not operating out of your fated frequency, it could be that everything you do, everything you try, is going to have an opposite effect. So again, if your fate is altruism, you know, just service. That's very Virgo, by the way, service. And a lot of us in Gen Xers, we were born under that Pluto and Virgo frequency, you know. That's our generation, Pluto and Virgo, most of us, 99.9% of us. So that's that service piece. But let's say, I don't know, people have a lot of faith, different types of faith. Your faith could be leadership. But let's say you hate leadership. You don't want to supervise people. You don't want to manage people, right? Or you don't know how to. And maybe it seems like that frequency or that energy doesn't come naturally for you. And it's just extra you have to do. And you're like, it's just not worth it for you. But it could be that it's your fate. That could be why you're not prospering in the way that you would like. Because something's off kilter. And the blaming gets old, right? After a while, it doesn't work anymore. And you say, well, maybe it's this, and then that doesn't work anymore. And you try this. And yes, you might get something out of all these things that you try, but it's not locking in on that thing. Like, why is it when I try to open up multiple channels of prosperity, right? Of, I don't know, multiple streams of income, right? And you're trying to say, okay, I got this going on, I'm gonna do this, and that makes sense, right? Especially if you're like, I have a goal to reach. I want to, maybe pay off a big bill, a debt, a student loan, something like that. I'm going to get an extra job to do that. And then the moment you get that extra job, you lose the other job. Or you get this extra job, and it initially starts off okay, and then it narrows down, the streams is like, I'm not getting the hours, I'm not getting the income. And then all of a sudden it's, it's shut off, it's shut down. You get let go, or something happened, the business closes, or something. It's like you cannot, you want to open up multiple streams of income, but the energy won't allow you to. So you say, what am I supposed to do? Like, I can't just sit here. I have to make my way in life. Isn't that interesting? Because most people think that most people are lazy and they don't want to make a way in life. And the fact of the matter is, these people do, many, not all, of course, but many of them do. This is what I'm getting. But every time they go to do it, there's a loss there. They lose. It's some restriction. It's some barrier. It's something, some blockage. It's preventing them from reaching their goals. It's not that they're lazy, but it's how people innately deal with that type of quote unquote failure. Like, man, every time I put my foot to this, every time I do this, and every time I do that, nothing happens. So they just like, I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything because I'm going to experience loss. So I want to send out Reiki to those folks, to all of us, because we can all be feeling and experiencing that in some shape, form, or fashion. I know a woman years ago, she used to be a very good friend of mine till she kind of got brainwashed, but and I don't mean that in a mean way. Like they literally brainwashed her. Yeah, I don't think it was a brainwash. I think it was, I don't know what it was. Part brainwashing, part jealousy, something. It was a shame because she was good people. Anyway, she kept saying like she initially started off in life very well. She married very well, married someone, very well to do, but he was mean to her. Um, he was mean in a way that she couldn't tolerate it anymore. So she left the marriage. I'm hearing barking, a lot of barking. She left the marriage. But then after that, she had a beautiful condo and all this stuff. But it's like over years, yes, she started having babies, but the income wasn't keeping up and she worked all the time. She worked um, overtime all the time. She was very gregarious, loved people. People loved her. Very beautiful. And I just remember we both, at one point, that's how we met. We worked for a company and we both left. And there was a mass lawsuit. And she's like, here, let me get you in on this because we both worked here and there were some things that went on and there was a massive lawsuit. And then at the last minute, they changed the years of the people who would have been included in the lawsuit and it knocked us both out. Like we couldn't get restitution. And she was like, it's just like me. And I was like, like I didn't like that. But that's where she was in her journey. It's like every time it was time for her to get hers, to get that thing, to get one up, to progress, to get something, it would get shut down. It would get shut down all the time. So I want to send Reiki. And it could be a lot of other circumstances, situations. I want to send Reiki to us, to all of us. Okay, babes. I am here in the parking of that. Okay, so I want to send Reiki to those of us who are just having a tough friggin' time breaking through. I can't get away from that. Breaking through, like getting over these obstacles, I don't know what it is, but I don't like it either. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it because, as I said, many of us, many people who have been discounted were discounted because they were written off as being lazy. And they were not lazy. There was, oh, excuse me, there was an energy, a frequency, bad blood, maybe, negative talk. And you think, why was that? Why would that affect you, right? And you say, cover your aura. I do all that. But there's something, and I'm just going to send some Reiki. I'm going to send some Reiki And then maybe in the Reiki, a message will come through for all of us. Because I know my fate is service, but I'm telling you, when your fate is service, you have to be careful, especially if you identify with being empathic. Some people don't like that word, but if you identify with that, it could train the heck out of you. And people, it's like everything becomes like vampirish. Um, I initially got into Reiki to heal my body. And I feel like my body has gotten to a point where it's like I know the stretches and things to do to maintain, not everything, but, I know when certain things don't go right and start hurting too much, I know what I need to do. But now and I've done a lot of shadow work, as many of you have done a lot of shadow work. But this is deeper. The Reiki I've been doing of late is deeper than that. It's like really getting down to the cellular level of things. It's really getting up in the ethers, right? Because I don't know if many of you remember there used to be a Bible story and Daniel was praying and the angel came in. I mean, I'm not taking this literal, but if it were literal, I'm just telling you the story, okay? Um, and the angel says, I was coming to you with answers, but I was delayed. There was like, you know, dark entities delaying the angel from getting the answer to Daniel. But the point is, I don't know if that is the case. I don't know if it's something we are being stubborn about that we have to fix within, you know. Um, like if you have to lock in and do your budget and stick with a certain thing and you just can't or won't, it might be that. It might be, if you have a hard time with patience, it might be things keep going. I don't want to say left, but just it's not going well. There's a blockage there, or there's a lot of loss because the message was you need patience. You understand what I'm saying? It could be a lot of different things. It could be focus. It could be kind. Are you not kind to people? Are you too kind to the point that you are a doormat? Um, there's a lot of circumstances that I can't even begin to fathom. Are you constantly beefing? Um, I got to the point I'm just not beefing with people anymore, no matter how wrong I know they are. And I actually will like call them out on it. And they'll be like, well, let me have a conversation. No, we're not doing that. I'm not gonna let you take this any further. You feel me? You're gonna eat it. You're not gonna spin it and do all the no, 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 no. You're just gonna eat it and I'm gonna move on. And you're gonna have to sit with that. But it could be the beefing, it could be sexual immorality, it could be your cheating, infidelity, it could be addictions, alcohol, food, um, drugs, sex, addicted to drama. I mean, it could be all kinds of addictions. Spending. Spending is an addiction. Like, how are you managing the stress? That kind of thing. I don't want to belabor this. I think you get my point in all of this. So I want to make sure that I get the hands. I want it to just be okay. So I think that'll work. What I'm going to do first is I am going to close my eyes and I'm going to prepare myself. And I want you to do 3 deep breaths as well. And maybe I'll guide you through that very quickly. Not quick, but Just guide you through deep, like breathe in for 5, hold for 5, and exhale for 5. This will be a good time if I could get some music on. Let's see if that helps a lot. Let's see. And do I have a favorite songs? I was supposed to have a favorite songs. Let's go into mindfulness and see what it has. This thing doesn't allow you to. I know which one I like, but I don't know if it was in mindfulness or not. Let's do it. Okay, I ended up picking something, but I'm pretty sure I won't like it. And I don't even hear it. Bear with me, beloved. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just go with that. All right. So now the breathing is very important because it prepares the body to receive. And then there's certain things I have to recite. I'm just going to recite them within. I'm just going to recite them within. And then we're going to start the Reiki. Okay. Now, if you're driving, make sure you continue to stay focused on the road. If you are sitting and somewhere where you can relax, I want you to uncross anything. Uncross your arms, uncross your legs, uncross your feet. I want you to get very relaxed. You may need a blanket because sometimes with Reiki, people get cold. If you're able to, if you have some water next to you, that will be good. And always after the Reiki, give yourself time to wind down and relax. Sometimes people need to eat a little something. Definitely drink something. Drink some water. So I'm going to begin. I want you to start breathing regularly first. Just your natural breathing. Now I want you to breathe in for 5. So we're going to breathe in for 5, hold for 5, and exhale for 5. Okay. We're going to do that 3 times. So let's breathe in for 5 with your mouths closed and breathe in through your nose. Okay. So let's breathe in for 5. Let that belly expand. Hold for 5. And then exhale through the mouth for 5. Exactly. Very good. We're going to do that again. We're going to breathe in for 5. Again, breathe in through the nose. Expand the belly. We want to hold for 5. And let's exhale for 5. Great. So yeah, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Make sure. Maybe one more time. We're going to breathe in for 5 through the nose. Okay, let's go. But this time, when you breathe in, I want you to breathe in so much that it taps the top of your head. Okay, I want you to really feel this. All right, so let's go. Let's breathe in for 5. I want you to hold for 5. And then exhale through the mouth for 5. And it's okay if you have to do it longer. If you have to exhale for longer, that's good actually. Now for me, I'm going to breathe in a really good deep breath. I'm going to make sure I tap the ground. I'm going to breathe, then I'm going to breathe out. And then I will begin to recite in silence the things I need for Reiki. And then I will begin to channel. In the meantime, continue to breathe in and out very slowly until it becomes very natural. Remain very relaxed. Excellent. So I'm going to do my final breath inward and recite my things for Reiki, okay? We're going to begin chilling the Reiki. We're setting the intention for the universe to reveal to us what this entity thing is, this energy is, what this breakthrough must be. This thing that's blocking us, that's preventing us from reaching our goals, from obtaining our prosperity, from thriving, from prospering, from receiving. this thing that is stifling our progress, hindering us, discouraging us, creating loss, creating lack, creating poverty. We are spirit beings. And as spirit beings, we are very powerful. So we want to use our power in this moment to reveal what this thing is and to release its hold, break through the barriers, clear it in the clouds, clear the clouds. Remove obstacles. And bring harmony within ourselves, throughout our relationships, throughout the universe, through all to the collective. Breeding harmony and allowing the frequency and energy to come in, to welcome that frequency in, to receive it with open arms and open hands and open hearts, through our soul down to the cellular level. Okay, so that's our intention. Okay, let us begin. Namaste, beloveds. I'm going to pause the music. I'm going to encourage you guys to get some water. I'm going to take some notes. I got a couple of things. Shout out to Philly. A lot of that Reiki went to Philly. So shout out to Philly. Comment, comment. Let me know what that was like for you. Okay. And I will share as you comment. I will share. I will take my notes. I'll make sure I take notes, and I will confirm what we got. So that will be the end of our session today. Thank you again for stopping through. Again, this is OracleDeborah. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. And have a fabulous day. A fabulous, beautiful day. A fabulous Saturnian day. I love you. I love you. I love you. I sure.